the debate is on, and this time around it's about comprehensive sex education. Should it be introduced to our children, and at what age? Well, today on Yenkasa, we are wading into the debate as well. But before I give you the microphone to react, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media. My name is Philip Abutiati, and this is YEN TV.
Well, I think we must make a clear distinction between sex education, or reproductive health education, which is something we have done for a long time, which we all need, because knowledge is power. For lack of knowledge or lack of understanding, our people perish, as the Bible says. So it's important that we educate people. It is mixed. It is a mixing it up with this whole LGBT agenda. That is the problem. So as long as there's no LGBT agenda in it, we don't have a problem. We don't have a problem. At this point, the LGBT agenda is something that is against our values as a society. We don't believe in that at this point of our life. So we don't want anyone to impose that on us. But sexuality education or sex education or reproductive health education, however you put it, must be taught, because our children need it. Society needs it to curb certain problems like poverty, drug abuse, teenage pregnancy, and so on and so forth. There are a number of reasons why we need, in fact, even to control our population. So it's one of the reasons why we need it. What I would suggest is that Ghanaians must be involved in developing our own curriculum as far as what we want. We should not wait for someone to try to sneak something into our educational program and then we try to counter it. We should rather be proactive and say what we want in our curriculum development. I also want to appeal to the ministry, Ghana Education Service, that whatever curriculum they want to come up, they should engage all stakeholders. There should be a broad-based engagement with stakeholders. So those are the two things I'd like to suggest.
We should also be conscious that we live in a global community. The children you think you are protecting know more than you do because they have access to the internet. Okay? And so we should come up with our own materials that will reflect our culture and our religious values. We should also have materials that will address the onslaught of globalization in terms of sexual education on our children. How are we going to be able to help these children to counteract what we consider to be negative sexuality education? We can only do that through digital literacy. There are parents who do not know a thing. Your son has, a mobile phone. And this thing that you are holding here carries all sorts of things on it. And sometimes we ourselves will call our young ones, 10-year-old, I have a problem, can you come and fix it for me? And we will not even make the efforts to learn some of these things ourselves. So I would say that, yes, by all means, let us come up with our own materials that will reflect our culture, our moral, religious values. But let us also be conscious that we are living in a global community. Let's be digitally educated enough so that we can counteract the onslaught that comes through the internet.
It is scandalous listening to the Minister for Education yesterday when he tried desperately to tell the people of Ghana, and indeed the clergy, well-researched clergy, that they have not done widespread consultation and that they should come to authority to seek information. The booklet that is out there is explicit that you have put content that will introduce KG people to issues of homosexuality and all that. Above all, on the 1st of February 2019, this same minister was out there praising UNICEF for rolling out this policy in East Africa, North Africa, Southern Africa, and Central Africa, and saying that they are happy to have endorsed the program. So if you come and tell us that the Catholic bishops, the president of the Catholic bishop, the president of the Ghana Pentecostal churches, and many other, including the chief imam, that they are not well informed of the position of the Ministry of Education, you are insulting them, you are insulting their congregation, and by extension, you are insulting all Ghanaians. That is one. Number two, the content of the syllabi that we have all witnessed is evident that you are introducing not only nudity, but you are introducing high immorality to KG people. And the Ghanaian people say this is not what we want. You are introducing bisexual issues to them because you are telling them that they should accept the education without being angry. They should be patient. They should be tolerant and accept. So we should come and talk about a man and a man fucking each other, a woman and a woman fucking each other, and that people should tolerate it.
But there are some people who are saying children are already exposed to some of these things from the movies they watch, the cartoons, their mobile phones, the internet, social media, and so they are saying if you want to tackle the issue, then we should look at it more holistically. We should guide our children as to where they go, what they read, instead of attacking, let's say, the educational system.
Assuming your submission is right, so why is the minister running away from it? So you are saying that the minister should not run away from the position that they have held. But the minister is running away because he knows that that is not the norm of our culture. I am saying that I was not introduced to comprehensive sexuality education. But who said that my sex life is bankrupt?
So are you saying
who say that President Akufo-Addo's sex life, given all the escapades we know about him, that is bankrupt? So even without that, the people of Ghana, and when you get to that age where sexuality matters, nobody teaches you. Just as you, nobody taught you. But I'm sure that when you go to the age of majority, you know what's up. Not so. So it's obvious that life gets to a stage where people know what to do. Nobody asks you to go and look for your first girlfriend because you got to that age and therefore you could reason to do it. So today, if they are forcing us to learn these things ahead of time, they are introducing certain things that we all know, particularly when Mr. President said to the BBC that it's just a matter of time, gay and lesbian rights will be sustained in this country.